Tyla's album did not do good because they want to steal blackness, babe, not coloredness. They want to appropriate black culture, not colored. You know what I'm saying? You have, in America, if you want to do good, you have to be black so that white people can come and take it and appropriate it and then use it as an excuse to say the N-word in a crowd. You get what I'm saying? Like, learn your audience. Learn your target audience.
Tyla's Breakfast Club interview told me everything that I needed to know about her and her team and what her goals were. In South Africa, colored is a racial class, and it's a step above being black for them. Tyla does not want to be called black because to her, it would be a downgrade. Now, she came into the American market thinking that that was going to fly. It didn't. As we can see with 3.7 thousand sales in her first week of her album dropping that nobody heard of, right? Now, I think the biggest thing that she should learn from this is that she would have been better off if she just called herself mixed. That would have been a lot more well received than her trying to deny being black. And honestly, we're good. We got Chloe, we got Coco, we got Holly, we got Jasmine Sullivan. I mean, I could just say in front, we're good. We got Thames. We're good. We don't need anything that Tyla's serving. And, yeah, that's just my opinion. I don't got her on a single playlist. Hopefully she's learned her lesson. Maybe she should go talk to Daniel Caesar.
Tyla's new album flopped. And I like Tyla personally. I think what Tyla doesn't understand is America is a very diverse country. Like, we have people from all kinds of countries and nationalities. So we've seen your type. When you said you are colored and you're not black, we know you were trying to say that you're closer to white than you are to black and that you are better than us. When we tried to say that we won, you were like, no, I'm not like you people. We smell your bullshit from a mile away. So when your album flopped in America, why you think that was? What Americans don't know you. They don't listen to your music. It's us. We invited you to the barbecue, to the cookout, and you said, fuck you all. I'm not coming because I'm not like y'all.
I deeply dislike the American psyche, and black Americans are the most disappointing lot in the African diaspora. In a global context, they're American first, right? That means they buy into the superiority complex. They own the black experience. They own blackness. They own the culture. They own the word colored. So a woman from a completely different country with its own history cannot claim her identity proudly because she's in your space, right? When you're in America, you better act like Americans. And it's just really sad that black Americans are increasingly isolated from the diaspora. And it's purely out of their own arrogance and condescension, right? The thing is, when you describe a beautiful, talented, confident young woman as an uppity African, and then is taken into the bargain that you don't want to be part of us. And it's sad. But I don't know, I guess do you, man. Okay.
There is another crush that I don't know where to take side, because I always believe that the trade between black Americans, between the Caribbeans, and between Africans benefits all of us. We do listen to hip-hops, we do listen to R&Bs, we do listen to reggae music, and also black Americans do listen to Afrobeat and Amapiano, among several songs from Africa. But of recent, of course, I don't know what Tyla did to black Americans, that they feel that some feel that she disrespected them, and therefore that's why they're celebrating her downfall in her new album. While I feel that yeah, if you disrespect a particular community, you will face such particular backlash. But I've got several opinions from Africans, several opinions from black Americans actually not agreeing with this. showing that it's not all black Americans that are celebrating her unfortunate performance. And I have also Afro Caribbeans giving very powerful insights. And this video purposely, it's not to take sides. I have always wished that we correct each other and we move forward as one big black community. Let me know your opinion. Your opinion is paramount, so that we know where we can correct each other, and we know how we can move forward together. Let me know your opinion as we dive in to see this different opinion in this context.
So I'm going to show you a comment that came from a video regarding how Tyla has been treated in the United States, and that there's this expectation that her identity should be gentrified in order to make herself palatable to Black Americans. And quite frankly, the comment section is exactly what I expected. So a little background information on me and why I am qualified to speak on this topic is I am first generation American. My parents came from the Caribbean, so I am Afro-Caribbean. That's what I check when I am filling out my information on the census. That I check other when it comes to ethnicity, but when it comes to race, I check off Black, period, point blank. And I see the gaslighting. I've been gaslit growing up. This is why I don't share aspects of my family's culture. I don't post a flag. I do not speak my mother's native tongue on social media. It's not happening, right? Because I share the same sentiments in regards to the gentrification and the cultural appropriation within the diaspora. I've seen the gaslighting. I've seen the invalidation. I've seen the dismissal. People want to sit there and say that diaspora war is so unnecessary, but it is very much an issue. I wouldn't say it's necessary, but it's an issue. Because when you listen to it from the Black American side, it's like, oh, we're all the same. It doesn't matter. Yes, the fuck it does matter. When you look at it from I'm going to use the term my friend says, the worldly blacks, right? Black people from other aspects of the world. It's insulting. It's extremely insulting how you want to cherry pick aspects of the culture, make it your own, appropriate it. And then what makes it so fucking insulting is how you would tease and bully people from that culture. And I'll never forget this one social justice creator was like, oh, you being called an African booty scratcher 20 years ago, you need to get over it. Wow. But when I heard that, I was like, wow, you really are using white supremacist, racist rhetoric on your fellow Black folks who are outside of the diaspora. You really are using the same white supremacy talking points of, oh, because you were called an African booty scratcher 20 years ago in 3rd grade to get over it. How would you like it if members of the diaspora says slavery was over 150 years ago, you need to get over it? The Tulsa Massacre was 100 years ago, you need to get over it. You use an excuse of how everything was burned down over 100 years ago because of your failure to build infrastructure in your own community, you need to get over it. You see how fucked up that sounds? But when British, Caribbean, African, Hispanic are bringing up legitimate issues, you ignore, you invalidate, and you gaslight them. The fact that y'all have the gall and the audacity to try to center yourself when it comes to Black issues is crazy and wild to me. You know who you sound like? You sound exactly like the very white people who try to make social justice content that center themselves regarding systemic and institutional racism. And then you get offended by it. Y'all do the same exact shit that they do. And the fact that y'all sit there and just be so rude and disrespectful and talk about, oh, boycott African businesses, boycott African restaurants, African food is disgusting. Y'all are no different than white Americans that do the same tone deaf ass shit towards us. So I just wanted to offer some perspective in regards to me living in this country and seeing it and experiencing it firsthand, and then seeing how this is going to be ongoing. But I can tell you right now, this is going to have some social consequences, because y'all walk around thinking that you are the center of the universe, but in actuality, you are no different than the rest of the Americans that go around the world appropriating, colonizing, and stealing cultures from other countries. You are no fucking different.
The only reason African Americans have an issue with Tyla, considering herself coloured and not black in the American sense, is because of American exceptionalism and the one-drop rule. In the UK, we don't use the term coloured, it's also an offensive term. However, we understand that different countries and different cultures have different ways of referring to the racial makeup of different people. We also understand that being coloured in South Africa is not just being black and a little bit white. It's not just being mixed. It's not just being light-skinned. It encompasses many different racial mixes: East Asian, South Asian, black, white. And when I look at Tyla, I think it's actually quite clear that she has South Asian ancestry as well. But I don't hear South Asian people feeling offended that she doesn't claim that identity on its own. What's really difficult for African Americans to understand is that they are not the keepers of blackness. They are the keepers and creators of African American blackness. But there is also black British people, black European people from all sorts of different countries, black Canadian people, and we all have our own versions of blackness that are intertwined with the cultures from whence we came and the culture of the country in which we live. So, no, I don't think Tyla's getting what she deserves by only selling 3,000 copies of her album in her opening week. I think Americans need to grow up and move away from the things that they were taught by the system, because it's just giving American, honestly. It's not giving black.